What the fuck?
Milk Inside a Bag of Milk is a game that looked like a joke when I first saw it a few years back, but after close inspection, it isn't. This video will contain spoilers for Milk Inside a Bag of Milk and its sequel, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, and I highly recommend that you play them before watching this video. Now that disclaimers are over, let's talk about the game. In Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, you play as a voice inside a girl's head as she goes and gets milk from the store, and it's your job to help her. This game takes place from the girl's point of view, as this shows what she sees other people as, like a mother, an old smirking doll face, and people being creepy amalgamations with incorrect proportions, or as I like to call them, monsters. There's this weird thing that happens that I personally don't even really know how to explain it. Basically, the main character and the monsters get prone into repeating the same thing, or doing the same thing over and over again, and the game calls it an endless loop. For example, there's this one part where the girl asks someone for help, but they end up repeating the same thing over and over until the girl says "oh" back. This also brings up the point that the girl is afraid of the letter O, but we'll get into that later. For a game that's about helping a girl get milk from the store, it's got a really dark, depressing story, as you find out the girl's father killed himself by jumping out a window, and the girl taking handsful of medication to feel no difference. I think I should feel the need to talk about this game's art style, because as much as it works in making the game feel off, I do think that the pink makes people feel uneasy and hard to make out what's the background and what's the thing in front of you. The girl outright says to the player that ever since her dad died, all she saw was red. But that doesn't make sense why everything is pink. There's only one achievement in this game, and there's only a 0.1% difference between people who finished the game and people who got this achievement. To unlock this achievement, all you have to do is be an arsehole to the girl and not help her at all. The game restarts and it claims that you didn't help. And if you start a new game, you'll be asked to be better than the person who helped her last. So that's all for this game. It's just a small game that can be 100% in a matter of 30 minutes. There's a reason why it's $1, and there's also a reason why the second game, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, is $12, so I'll be talking about that now. Milk Outside a Bag of Milk is miles of ice cream above the first game in every way. The game's art is really nice and clean, unlike the first game, and plus things are actually in red and black. This game's gameplay is more like a traditional visual novel, as you see characters on screen and not from their point of view. The first game kind of broke this point of view thing at the end of the game, and this game just keeps with that trend. This video is not going to be a walkthrough on how to get these achievements, however, there is a good Steam guide on how to 100% the game. This game shows us what the girl's living like, and I think it's the most damn bitch you live like this moment in gaming history. The game shows us her abusive and controlling mother alongside her cramped room. The game also shows us her pills that she blindly takes every day, and her wishes for death in these really weird dreams that give you the achievement First and Second Death. I would also like to take time to mention this game's soundtrack, as I listened to it a lot throughout the making of the script. Songs like Thinking and I'll Be Here for a While do a really good job at conveying emotion without sounding like trash. The game eventually turns into a point-and-click game that gives us little stories about the girl's past and present. The ones that stand out to me are the computer, notes on the wall, and the school bag. I'll be talking about why these pique my interest now. The computer piqued my interest as the girl opened up on why she stopped using it. We're told that from the start she used it for gaming, art, and 3D modeling, but she stopped the story to get back on track. Later, when we get the second death scene, we get to hear the ending of her story. She talks about how she got catfished online, and how the person behind the account managed to get most of her personal secrets from her, and swarm her account with bots to bring up that information she gave to him. The reason why this sticks out to me is because I've been catfished in the past, and whenever I hear about a catfishing story, I just feel bad for the person involved, as I know the pain and stress it can have on someone. The notes on the wall also piqued my interest, as they revealed more stuff about the girl's mother, as she makes the girl take many different normal pills and tells her off for not doing the recommended amount. The last one that caught my interest was the school bag, as it showed what her school life was. She claims it to be the best part of her life, but me personally, I think she's lying, as one of the endings is her falling into an endless loop of her saying the same thing before school. Every time it loops, the girl's face changes and her proportions as well. But I don't really see a correlation between the two. If you see anything, please let me know in the comments. There are only 9 endings to this game, and only one secret ending. All of these endings take place in dreams, or I like to consider them flashbacks. The secret ending is where the girl is in a texting conversation with a pizza coupon bot, where she opens up about a void that she needs to fill in herself before getting hit by a train. I think I should feel the need to talk about that O thing, because whenever the girl talks about it, it just shows a picture of a black void, and that same void is seen everywhere in the second game. The void is never explained throughout the games, aside from the ending I mentioned prior. I think the void is something the girl is afraid of, because she says she needs to fill the void or have the void consume her, but that's all I can really think of. I know I skipped a lot of events in this game, but I really wanted to push out a video on this game, as there is so much to love about it. Also, I'm trying to make different content, as that's why I'm making this video. Thank you to Jellowo for the sprites, and thank you for watching this dumpster fire.